Hey guys, what's up? It's Masto here. Today we're going to be playing some Fate Go. And Fate Grand Order, it's a great game, guys. It's absolutely amazing. It's a Japanese gacha game, which means most people, you got to open your wallets. But guys like me, guys like you, most of the time, you're going to be free to play. So basically, when I first started this game, I was super confused. I was really confused because I was like, how the hell do you play this game? I felt the tutorial was not enough to actually show you where everything is. And it was so difficult that I almost, stopped playing the game, basically. So I want to show you where everything is, hopefully. And in the next video, I'm going to show you the gameplay and some tips and tricks of what I learned playing this game. Because this game is actually very full of strategy. So let's get started. Alright, so the most important thing is, first of all, let's go over your level. My level is 98. So I just need 202,000 more XP in order to go to the next level. For every level that you go up, you're actually going to increase your AP by 1. Your AP is this. Your AP allows you to go ahead and battle. So in this occasion, because there's only AP 5, I have like 123. Obviously, I can play this battle and all that. So if I go into a battle right here, you can actually choose a support. Your support units. So in this case, there's an empty slot in your party, which I'll talk more about. So the support units are from your friends. So it's very important you guys actually make friends and start sending random friend requests to other people, especially people that have extremely strong characters. And you're going to find them every single time. So in this case, I go into this class right here, and for instance, she's level 80 out of 80. Perfect. Okay, she's this Impresia, level 90 out of 90. That's perfect. You're gonna find a lot of people out there who's gonna have 5 stars, who's going to have maxed out characters, and probably even limit break that maxed out character. So that's what AP's for playing games. Okay, so let's go over how the hell do you play a game first. For every game match, you're gonna most likely have some rewards. Rewards can vary. In this occasion, you're guaranteed to have these green little prisms over here. Green little cubes. These green little cubes are called mana prisms. Mana prisms are extremely important. If I go to the shop, I'll talk more about that in the future. So bear in mind, mana prisms are extremely important. Then we have class tendency. So class tendency is, in this occasion, is Lancer. Okay, so I'm actually going to go over all the classes right now. So we have, just random friends. Then we have Saber class, Archer class, Lancer, Rider, Caster, Assassin, and Berserker. And we have class affinity. So for instance, Saber does more damage to Lancer, right? While Saber is going to, Archer is going to do more damage to Saber. Okay, so this is a weapon triangle. Very simple. So what happens is, when you see enemies that are Lancer class, so it says Lancer here, actually it says up here, right up here, you see my clicker point, it says Lancer, Assassin, Berserker. So you're going to mostly see Lancer, Assassin, Berserker. Actually, you only see Lancer, Assassin, and Berserker. So you can plan your team, and basically, for instance, my support unit most likely should be a Saber, right? A very strong Saber class. So for instance, I can choose, Altera. So that's how you plan out how to, win games. So this class affinity is extremely important. I think you should memorize it because, well, first of all, it's actually very easy to memorize. Okay, so first, what if I'm out of the weapon triangle? I go Saber versus Caster, right? It does the normal amount of damage, okay? With Saber Lancer, I'm going to do more damage than if I was going to go Saber Caster, okay? Just like I'm going to do less damage if I was to go Saber Archer. So, in this battle, there's a lot of Lancer enemies because that's the majority. If you see back there, the majority is going to be the Lancer class. So, most likely, I should probably not have an Archer in my deck, my party. But sometimes that is unavoidable because some of your best, units, you only have a few really good units, and maybe you have an Archer class, so that's unavoidable. So you probably will want to use, really, really get a great support unit. In my opinion, the support unit you should get every single time should correspond with which one will deal more damage to that character, to that, enemy character, enemy class. Then we have 2 outliers, actually 3 outliers. Shielder, Berserker, and there's also Ruler, which is not actually here. So there's no connection to affinity. Berserker actually does twice as much damage to pretty much every single character, every single class, except for Shielder. And every single class can do as much damage to Berserker, except for Shielder and Ruler. Okay, so basically that's pretty much it. We also have Ruler. So the only Shielder in this game, is her. So Mash, which I also have in my party. So Mash, Cariel Light, is the only character that is a shielder, and so she has a lot of shielding abilities. Okay, Then the only ruler in this game so far is Joan of Arc. So she's the only ruler in this game. She's pretty good. I wouldn't say ruler Joan of Arc is actually that good of a character, because you often want to base it upon, which one will do more damage to the enemies. So for instance, as I said, this one, I'm mostly going to choose a saber. I'm going to most likely choose this guy right here, this level 100 of 100, But sometimes you might not be able to use your NP. So you see NP's blackened out. That means you're not able to use your NP. NP is actually very important in this game. So I would most likely, probably, would want to use, this one, level 90 of 9, this one right here. Or maybe I'll go NP5, go this one right here. Maybe it'll be a little better. So that's pretty much it. Okay, so that's all that done. Okay, so let's move on to what hell happens when I press my character. So basically, when you press your character, you're going to see a bunch of the log that you have. So for instance, I have 125 out of the 300 potential spots for servants, 90 craft, we'll talk more about that, and all of the other crap. So we're going to go over all of that right now. We also have on her hand, you can see there's a command spell. So right now I only have one command spell. Eventually, every day is going to give you one command spell. You can only have a maximum of 3 command spells. So I would actually say you should probably use them. Okay? So command spells can do a lot of different functions. We'll actually go over in the next video on how to do gameplay. Okay? So this one, just notice that there's command spell. There's a wait time. Okay? So people often overlook this. So that's what I can't do. Alright, also change your gender, change your name. So I can change my name, change my gender anytime. Okay, so over here there's the present box, so whatever new events that they have. So every day that you log in, you're going to have some sort of special present. It's going to follow a 7-day pattern. So you're not going to get anything more, you're not going to get anything less. Always a 7-day pattern, okay? And the 7th day obviously gives you a lot of good stuff. Then there's also events that can occur. So it's on the news. In this case, we actually have one event happening, which I'm also going to go over this event in the future. So we also have an event happening which allows us to actually gain some good stuff. Okay, so I think the event's happening tomorrow. Yes. Okay, so let's keep on going. I'm going to go over to the formation first of all. So formation in this occasion is your parties. So you can make about 10 different parties. In my opinion, you don't really need that much. This is my party right now. It's not the best, not the worst. So I would actually, when you're starting out, I would actually say put MASH in the 4th spot. Okay? You can also re-roll your account. Lots of people do that every single time. When you first start out, you're going to be prompted to do a free summon, do a free 30 quartz summon. You have to do it no matter what. I was lucky. I actually got Hercules and also Tamamo, which are 2 of the strongest starter units that you can get. So I would actually say do not start your account until you actually get 2 4-star units. Okay, it's very important to get 4-star units. It's very difficult to get 4-star units. I'll talk more about that in the summoning session. Okay, so I was very lucky. I got both Hercules and Tamamo, which are, again, the strongest starter units that you can get. Hercules is the best. Like Hercules, everyone uses him, which is crazy. So I would actually say put them in your beginning. Get at least 2 4-stars. Level them up. Talk more about leveling later. And put MASH in the 4th spot. Because MASH has a very special ability. And this should be the gameplay video, but whatever. I say this because she has Obscurant Wall of Chalk, which applies invincible increased NP. I'll talk more about that. So I like putting her in the 4th spot. I don't really know why. So you could, just mess around. I can say, I want to remove her. I can put, David, for instance. Obviously, I'm not going to do that. And so I'm going to have to find her again. There we go. This is craft essences. So craft essences you can equip to any other character. So craft is extremely important because it gives you some buffed effects. So for instance, I use Kaleidoscope on Saber. Okay, and so Kaleidoscope begin battle with NP charge 80%. We'll talk more about NP in the gameplay video. So that's extremely important. Kaleidoscope is one of the best. I'm very lucky to actually get that. So what you also need to know is the cost. So every 5-star craft is going to give you 12 cost. Every 4-star servant, I believe, is going to give you 12, right? And you eventually can see all of that. It's not that difficult, right? And so you just press OK. You can see that over down here, you have a total cost. My total cost right now is 97. So I can build a party with a cost of 97. In the early game, you're not going to have a party that can go up to 97. It's pretty much insane, right? You can really only have about 40 or something like that. So really, the best things in my opinion is to not put any craft essences when you're just starting out the game, because it just completely ruins you over. You want to put as many servants as you can in the beginning. You're not going to get really good craft essences anyways in the beginning of the game, unless you get Kaleidoscope, a 5-star craft essence right in the beginning, which is very rare. So that's how you do parties. Okay, you can change your party name down here. First, I can say whatever the name is. I can go ahead, line up, which I'm not going to do. I can do master equip. Okay, so master equip, this is a thing that everyone does not figure out. The master equip is actually on the bottom left right here. You can actually change your thing. Okay, so in this occasion, as of right now, I have like 4 different types of, I don't know how many different types. Actually, no, I have a lot of types. Actually, never mind. So this, uniform gives the character 3 skills that I can use to help my units in the game. So again, this is going to be going over the gameplay again. Okay, so on this occasion, I have different uniforms. Maybe you just want to use this uniform because you actually like this uniform. Maybe you just want to use this because you like this uniform. I don't really know, but every single one of these skills are extremely important, and how you level these skills up is by playing games. Okay, playing the maps. Okay, all of the maps. Okay, and each one of this has different types of command spells. Is used for different types of stuff. So for instance, I can release the Noble Phantasm. I can restore 1 servant's HP fully. Actually, no, command spells, actually, never mind. Sorry about that, guys. I meant command spells. Every command spell is the same thing. It's either repair, release Noble Phantasm of 1 unit, repair Spirit Origin, or restore all 3 of them. Or sorry, not all 3 of them. All of the characters inside your party. Okay, it's just the different skills that they have. Okay, so whatever. So we'll talk more about that in gameplay. Okay, so let's go away from party. Let's go with support. So support is also something that people don't see in the beginning of the game. And they actually, support's not that important to y'all when you start in the game, because you're not going to have like really high level characters yet. So for instance, you can, I can assign for Lancer, I can assign this dude right here, right? And then my friends will have this unit as a potential support unit. So support unit, remember, cancel, sorry. Yep. So support unit, as you remember, is right over here, right? Support unit is extremely important because it actually can make or break how you win the game. You can also use some strategies based upon your support setup. So you can just basically put it in the slot. Obviously, it has to correspond with their class. And this occasion, you just pick it, and then your friends are going to see it. You also make sure you have to use craft essence. So in this occasion, I have this craft essence right now, which is probably not the best idea. So I can go ahead, put Kaleidoscope, Berserker. I can probably go ahead and put... where did that one go? I shall do it later. So that you can see that, right? You just put provinces and they're all going to see that, okay? So we have Spirit Origin List, which you don't really care about. It's just basically what are the spirits that you have. And you get a second archive, which is actually very important if you want to, move stuff from your inventory to our second archive. So basically like another backpack they can store all your stuff in, which I'm not going to do, obviously, because I don't need to. Because I just, I don't have that many stuff. Okay, let's go over enhancements. So enhancement, you see there's servants. So for instance, I have, Marie Antoinette. She's a servant. Okay, or maybe I can have, okay, let's put Saber Lily as the great example here. So for instance, I only have her level 62 out of 70, as you see. So over here, you actually have these things, which is this thing right here, XP up. Increases XP, so these are the Fire Wisdom. Anything of wisdom is going to give you increase up. You can also sacrifice characters as well to also increase your XP. So in this occasion, this is the weaker one, weaker wisdom. Then you got the Blaze of Wisdom, which is what you want here. These yellow ones, which is 4-star, it gives you a lot. So on the right side, you can see, it gives you about 32,400 estimated XP. I need about 145,000 to upgrade her to 1 extra level, right? And I can keep on pressing and all that, and I can just press OK, right? And press enhance, and she'll enhance up. Now, most of the time, I would definitely tell you to go ahead and enhance only when you can fill up all 20 spots, because there are 3 different types of success. You can have the normal success, which gives you the estimated amount XP, so 3,000 that you're gonna have. But you have great success, you're gonna have a little bit. There's multipliers, a little bit more. Super success, you're gonna have way more, right? So if you get super success, you're lucky, RNG based, very lucky. You could actually go from, for instance, level 65 all the way to level 70, even though your wisdoms don't actually get that as many EXP for you to actually go to level 70, right? So it's really cool that way. So that's servant. Then we have skills. So for instance, if I press, Marie Antoinette, right? Skills, these are using gems. Okay, wait, this is not the best. She's not the best example here. I have another example, I think. There we go. I think she's a great example. Yep. So gems, you can go to skills, you can go to level 10. So level 10, you see, right? So you have different types of gems. You can use these gems, which are only for small levels. Then you start to have magic gems, these red gems, which are for a little larger levels. Then you start to see secret gems, which are the yellow gems. We'll talk more about that. And those are for very high levels. And every single one of them needs, in order to maximize and get to level 10, the final skill level upgrade, you need a crystallized lore. I'm going to talk more about crystallized lore. So skills just have the required, gems, and enhance, go ahead and enhance that thing. So that's what we want to do. We have craft essences. The craft essences basically, again, is just the equipment. Okay, it's basically equipment. You can buff up your any kind of unit with your craft essence. So, for instance, maybe I have this one right here. I can go ahead, select craft essences. During the events, during like farming events, you can actually get these things. So these things give you, I don't know how much XP, 30,000 XP, right? And keep on going, burning things, right? I would actually recommend burning these ones right here. So the ones you get from friend point summons, any kind of 3-star craft essences that really suck, go ahead, burn them. Press OK. You can see go to level 15. Okay. Oh, my bad. Okay, so that's what craft essences are for, and you can just upgrade them. Now, the very important thing is you can actually limit break your craft essence. So for instance, what I mean by that is, you can see it only says you can go to level 1 to 20, right? But now what happens if I have a double limit breakthrough? You see that? So I can press OK, now you can go to level 35. Okay, so there's a max cap, I believe, from that, and you can just keep on increasing. So what that does is actually, if you look at this, for instance, if I look at Holy Knight Sign, you see the attack is plus 469, HP plus 703, so it gives that extra buff to that unit. Okay, so I just have Kaleidoscope here because Kaleidoscope is extremely OP, so that's what it is. Then you have Ascension Servant Evolutions. That's when you have multiple copies of the same unit. So for instance, I have, sorry, not multiple copies. Yeah, I was thinking about Noble Phantasm. On this occasion, this means for Ascension. For instance, let's take a look. Antoinette, yes. So in this occasion, in order to Ascension units is, for instance, Marie Antoinette is level 70 out of 70 in this occasion. So she's reached her maximum, but I want to limit break her. So then you need to Ascension and have these items in order for Ascension to actually occur. So in this case, she needs 10 eternal gears where you have. So the only thing I don't have is the horseshoe. Right? If I have enough horseshoe, then I can go ahead and enhance and then press OK, and then she'll Ascension and then she'll limit break, and now her maximum level is going to be level 80, right? And that allows you to increase your servant's level very easily. Okay, so that's Ascension. It's not that hard, but you can only Ascension when you reach the maximum point. So for instance, if I have Saber Lily right here, she's only level 62. Right, so let's have 70, right? I can automatically level her up because I already have enough, right, of the items. But I can't do that because I haven't reached level 70 yet. I haven't reached the maximum of the previous Ascension yet. So we have Noble Phantasm. This is where we have multiple copies of the same unit. So when we have multiple copies of the same unit, which I don't have any multiple copies of the same unit right now, but basically, like a rash and a rash here. So basically, you press that thing, press the character, has materials, press that guy, press OK, and there you go. You increase their NP. And NP, Noble Phantasm, is basically their special ability. Okay, so special ability is extremely powerful, can do many different things. Each one is very unique and can work well in some battles, can not work well in some battles. So you gotta be really, really understanding Noble Phantasm of each of your character. Okay, so that is Noble Phantasm. Multiple copies, go ahead and enhance them. The max Noble Phantasm is 5. So when you reach level 5, like for instance, this Saber, okay, Santa Saber, I can't level her up anymore. Can't level her NP anymore. So that's what you want to do. Okay, get them up to level 5. Now then you can ask me, what happens if you already go up to level 5? Then you have a 6th copy. You have a 6th copy, we'll talk more about that. Then we have Palingenesis. Palingenesis, for instance, I have Saber. Her level cap, her max level cap is level 80. For 5 stars, it's 90. For 4 stars, which is her, it's going to be 80. And then for 3 stars, I believe it's 70. So you can use these items called Holy Grails, which is what you get for every single singularity clear. So we'll talk more about singularities. You're going to get a Holy Grail. And so you can use a Holy Grail and actually break her up, maximize her up 5 levels. I'm pretty sure it depends. It differs. No, it's not 5 levels each time. I don't think so. I'm not very sure about that. But basically, Palingenesis makes it so that you can break the limit as well and go even higher than your normal maximum capacity of your levels. I can go ahead, press Enhance, and press OK, which I'm not going to do, obviously. Alright, so let's go to Summoning. Summoning is pretty easy. You have Sync Quartz, right up here. I have 5 Saint Quartz right here. I can go ahead and summon. So you always have a special edition banner, and you also have a story banner that never goes away and has the same units all the time. So special edition banner, most of the time the units, especially the 5-star unit, will be special edition, so you're going to get them during that event. Okay, so you look at the summon info right here, and we can see, hey, guess what? There's only a 1% chance of getting a 5-star servant, 3% chance of getting a 4-star servant. There's actually a much higher chance of actually getting a 5-star craft essence than actually a 4-star servant. You see how hard it is to get 5-star servants and 4-star servants, right? We also have the limited time servants, which is Bryn Hill. The drop rate up, that's what it says. Don't believe drop rate up, okay? There's a little bit weird thing about drop rate up, so I'm not going to talk about it right now. Basically, it's very difficult. You're really going to get 1%, okay, in order to get a 5-star. 1% only. Very difficult to get a 5-star, guys. Okay, so you can do a 1-time summon, which is costing 3 Saint Quartz. You can do 10 times summon, you have 30 Saint Quartz. And then you go ahead and 10 times summon actually gives you, allows you to say here to actually have 1 4-star or above card guaranteed. So you can either get a 4-star servant guaranteed or 4-star craft essence guaranteed. Obviously, you will want the 4-star servant because that's more valuable. Then we also have the friend points. I have like 167,000 friend points. So you go ahead. This is for fodder. So this is going to give you level 1 craft essences, level 2, level 3 craft essences. Also give you level 1, 2, or 3 servants, and these ones are usually for fodder. So you use them off to level up your craft essences, level up your servants, and some 3-star servants like this one right here, I think Kiyohime, I don't know what she's called. It's actually pretty good. Okay, so some servants are actually pretty good, and you can get 3-star servants as well. So it's very important to actually go ahead and do friend points summons in the beginning in order to get as much craft essences to enhance and all that stuff. Okay, let's go shop. So for shop, we can exchange event items. This is for events. So in this case, there's not a lot of stuff I can do because there's no events present. Burning is extremely important, and it's very important to do it properly. So burning, as you see, I can burn this guy and get 3 mana prisms. So 3-star servants, you get 3 mana prisms. Obviously, 4-star servants, you get 9 mana prisms. And I don't know how many for 5-star, not because I've never gotten 5-star, right? And then you can actually see, you can only get 6 mana prisms. What am I talking about? Not 9 for 4-star servants. And then what you can see is, you can burn them. So for instance, for every 3-star craft essence, you can actually get a 1 mana prism. So mana prism is extremely important. As I talked about, the currency is extremely important. Okay, so you can burn these things and get mana prisms and also QP, as you see. Rare prisms you can only get if you burn level 4 servant or higher. Most of the time, you're not going to have rare prisms because if you're free to play, you're not going to get multiple copies of 4-star. And if you do get multiple copies of 4-star, 5-star, you probably want to increase their NP. Noble Phantasm, right? So really, the only time when you burn servants is when you have the 6th copy of that servant. After that, you can just keep burning them for mana prisms, keep burning them for rare prisms if you're lucky enough to actually have the 6th copy of a 4-star, maybe even crazier, a 5-star servant. And I'll talk more about what 5-star servant will give you. You actually have 6th copy of it. Like, that's crazy. So you really only start burning them when you have the 6th copy of servant. And you also don't really want to burn, these experience up points because they're actually important to level up your servants. They're also your craft essences, right? So I wouldn't actually say burn them because it's kind of dumb, okay? Because leveling up is extremely important. Let's go to exchange mana prisms. So mana prisms, where can we get them? We can get them by burning. We can also get them by Chaldea Gate, the daily quest Chaldea Gate. We'll talk more about that. So for instance, you can get 40 mana prisms. You can get XP card set. If you're starting the game, I definitely tell you to actually go ahead, buy this crap right here, because that way you can enhance your characters effectively, easily. You can also have summon tickets by 20 mana prisms. So this list refreshes every 1 month, except for this one because this is a special one. So you only have 34 days before I can get 1,000 mana prism, which you can see is probably not possible for me. So you can also get some status up cards. So status up cards just basically increase attack, increase defense, increases life. Pretty much that's what it is. So I recommend definitely go ahead and buy this because that's the most important thing, really. Okay, so I'm just gonna skip rare prisms because you're not gonna get any rare prisms unless you have multiple copies of 4-star. Again, as I say, the best way is if you get the 6th copy, go ahead and burn that one because you already have an MP5 of that one character. You can also expand your servant archives based on your inventory. Expand your servant second archive as well for craft essence. You can exchange Saint Quartz fragments. So I already talked about Saint Quartz. You can go ahead and if you have 7 Saint Quartz, you can exchange for 1 Sync Quartz fragments you can exchange for 1 Sync Quartz. Once again, you can find them over here. So these are master missions for every week, right? They refresh the master missions. You can do the missions. I would actually say Chaldea Gate is the best way to actually farm these missions and actually get 2 Sync Quartz fragments for each of them. Each mission that you complete, so you get 14. And so obviously if you have 14, you go back over here. Oh, sorry, not buy Sync Quartz. Exchanging fragments. Each of these will cost 7 Sync Quartz fragments. So obviously, you're going to get at least 2 Sync Quartz each week if you do your master missions. You have buy Sync Quartz, and you have special summons. So once again, you can only get an unregistered Spirit Origin only when you have the 6th copy of a 5-star servant. That's when you get 1. And you need 10 in order to get one of these 5 stars. So I'm pretty sure not a lot of people can actually do this. I don't even think many people actually can do this. Like, what are the chances you can have 10 unregistered Spirit Origins? I don't even know how you can get 10. So don't even look at this page, this special summon, because you're never probably going to do it. Again, then we have friends. So we can go ahead. In the beginning of the game, you want to add as many friends as possible because you just got to get as much friends. So you usually want to get really good friends. So friends that can give you 94 Skahawk or something, right? High level characters, high level units, right? That's what you want. You can also friend request. If no one friend requests me right now, and you can also friend search. So this is my user ID, whatever. So that's what you can do. And last but not least, you can go get my room. My room gives you materials. So Spirit Origin list. As you see, you're basically a Pokedex. You see singularity logs. So for the singularities, see your stories again. If you skip the story, you can see it back again. Servants records. You can go ahead, press on them. See their summoning animation, what their lines are. Event quest logs is again the story of all the events, past events, and have the opening as well, which is the opening animation. Item list, Sync Quartz man person we talked about. Fruits restock your AP, so restarts the amount of energy that you have basically to do maps. We also have Gems of Sabers, right? Then we have Magic Gems, then we have Secret Gems. These are all for skill upgrades. These are again also for skill upgrades and also Ascension materials as well. So we have all these Ascension or skill upgrades, which you'll need eventually. Okay, and then this is what I'm talking about. Crystallized Lore. You can only upgrade a skill to level 10 by using a crystallized lore. That's why crystallized lore is very hard to get. And if it's very hard to get, you want to make sure you use it only on a really good 5-star. So I'm saving up just for a really good 5-star right now. Pieces again used for ascensioning. So Saber Monuments again used for ascensioning. You got the Holy Grail used for Palingenesis, we already talked about. Then you go Master Profile again, see what you look like. Change favorites again, you don't really care about that. Have some help, game options, issue transfer number. It's very important. So basically copy that issue number, okay? So it's a transfer number, and so you can transfer if you want to make, if you obviously lose your account or something, you have the transfer number and also know the password, then you can go ahead and restore this account, because sometimes we actually delete apps, and this is very important that you have this stored somewhere, just somewhere, so you don't forget it, and then if you actually do lose it, then you can actually restore it very easily. Then we can also return the title, okay? So I think I went over everything. Now I'm going to go over the daily quest called Daygate. So daily quest right here, you can see that therefore, in this case, you can get some cool stuff. So you can get, and this is the first ones, you can get the servant upgrade stuff. And the next one, you can get Ascension materials and also servant upgrade stuff, and also, most importantly, probably pieces as well. So I think this is for pieces, I believe, yes. So the green one's for pieces and monuments for Ascension. This one's mostly for just a servant upgrade, and this is for QP farming. Okay, so those are different types you can earn mana prisms as well. They also have interludes. Interludes is probably something you probably won't do as much. Okay, so interludes, you can go ahead, press the interlude, and basically when you get this character and then you fulfill the requirements, most of the time you're gonna have to unlock. Somehow you're gonna have the stage 1 ascension. You're gonna have the ascension at least once. Then you have an opportunity to get a Sync Quartz, right? So it's a good thing to do. I wouldn't recommend doing it as of now when the farming event comes, because it's kind of not that important. So these are all the singularities. You all start Singularity F, which is the introductory singularity, and you basically finish all singularities. So you get free quests and also the main quests, right? So after you finish every single singularity, you actually get a Holy Grail, which is used for Palingenesis, as I talked about, and that is pretty much it. So you have some news, special events, 2 million downloads campaigns coming out as well. I'm going to go over that as well on my channel, and I think I went over everything. So basically the most important thing that people don't see is Master Equip right here. like legitimately nobody sees that. So it's very important you actually see that, and then you can actually switch around your uniforms. However, I do think you can only switch around like 3 uniforms. These 3, all the others are special uniforms, I believe. I don't even know. There's some that are special uniforms. I forgot which one is which. But this one is your default uniform. It's already really good. It actually gives you, once again, the skills, right? So that helps your units. And again, you can only increase them by playing maps and playing games, and then increasing your experience inside this game. So that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something new, right? Because when you're starting the game again, it's very difficult because you don't know what the hell's going on. I hope this video is instructional and help you guys figure out what's going on. So thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. I'll see you all next time. Peace out, everyone.